जन गण मन अधिनायक जयो हे, भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा, द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जयो गाथा, जन गण मंगल दायक जयो हे, भारत भाग्य विधाता। जयो हे, जयो हे, जयो हे, जयो 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 हे। जय भारत, वंदे मातरम। सुजलम सुफलम मलया शीतलम, साहस्य श्यामलम मातरम, वंदे मातरम। जय भारत, जय भारत का संविधान और जय भारत माता। नमस्कार, सूरज सिंह, फरीदाबाद, NCR, भारत, इंडिया। Talk of country. Every day I use to interact with you to discuss issue of our country, which is very important, significant one in 2020, because the country is passing through very turmoil and turbulent phase, which was never expected. We never expected that we shall see some time even within 75 years of independence. But we have been forced to witness all those unexpected and bad scenes that were never even dreamed of in a country that is India, Bharat, India. Country governed by, ruled by constitution of this country, that is called Constitution of Bharat, Constitution of India, which means Charter of India. Charter. What is charter? Have you ever heard this? I think you know this. There is no term mentioned within Constitution regarding charter. But if you go and see Government of India Act 1935, you'll find something there regarding orders of council, orders in council, latest patent, etc. Charter means, if you think how we invented, how we documented Constitution of India, you will find that previous document was Government of India. If you remember or somebody told you, in 1935 we had Government of India Act, and before that it was in 1919 Government of India Act, and after Government of India Act in 1935 we had Independence of India Act 1947, and after that we have Constitution of India 1950. This is sequence of our rule. Government of India Act 1935 has gone, India Independence has gone, and now Government of India is governed by Constitution of India, or you can say Constitution of India is nothing but Government of India actually, and it is a charter document. Charter, if you open dictionary and see what is charter, you will find its meaning. In Hindi we can call it Adhikar Patra, you can say, or a written right granted to citizen by sovereign. If you just go to UNO and see how UNO is governed, you will find UNO is a body at international level or world level that is governed by UNO Charter. There is a charter. Charter means a kind of legal agreement between two parties, or between king and its subject, or between ourselves as nation and citizen. But in our case, This is a different one. You can say, you say, it's my constitution, it's my Samvidhan. Yes, it is your Samvidhan. But you have to think who is responsible for this. We cry every day nowadays. We cry. We people of this country. This means we people. We people are authority, are power over this constitution. We people. Everyone. This means we people has a power, a title, that is author, that is exponent, that is exclusive responsible for this constitution. This is what I understand. This means we people are sovereign. We people are sovereign. That is why we people have produced this document under guidance and leadership of some committee headed by Dr. Ambedkar. But we people are responsible for this, for its soul, for its spirit, for its letters, and for its implementation. This is we people means we are sovereign people. Our constitution says we have attributes like, or you can say characters like sovereign, number 1. Then it is socialist, number 2. Then it is secular, number 3. It is democratic, number 4. It is republic, number 5. You have to understand each and every attribute or character or parameter or principle. You can name anything. Sovereign. You are sovereign and I am sovereign. This means we are sovereign. In fact, there is no one above sovereign. Sovereign itself is a kingdom head. So if you think that it is a kingdom, you are sovereign. You think that it is a kingdom, forget everything. Everyone is king here. We have given our rights to ourselves. We have decided our rights to ourselves. No one was there to decide for us. Before we had someone above us, but we removed that one in 1947, and on 15th August 1947, that above us person has gone. That was Kingdom of UK. That has gone. So we are the kingdom of this country. In fact, in imagination, we say we are kingdom. After all, someone is king. Let us say we are king in imagination. In our speculation, everybody is king. We have pride of that. We should have pride of that. But people are not actually understanding what is this constitution. People are understanding its letters and its title, its implementation. But implementation can be wrong, implementation can be right. Until you understand what is this, you keep yourself in position of those people who actually designed this constitution. You place yourself in their position and think you are working on this constitution. What should be in your mind? What you are thinking? You have to take all those points into your consideration if you want to really understand this constitution. And if you cannot do that, you can never get what actually it is. It's just a book and nothing else. And whoever tells you it is that, and you accept that. First of all, more responsibility goes to those who are educated people, and more than those goes to those who are actually law professionals, luminaries. But unfortunately, I have not seen any lawyer till now who explains to us what is this constitution. I know this is not very scientific book. This has nothing to do with science or someone, but it's not that difficult as well as physics is, as chemistry is, as mathematics is, trigonometry is. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult as medical anatomy is. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult as pathology is. It's a simple document. This document is just declaring, just declares every day that this is your right, this is your right, and this is your right. Simple. It says we are Bharat, or you can say India. We are Bharat and we have constituted ourselves. It says, we people of Bharat, having solemnly resolved to constitute ourselves into what? Number one, sovereign. Number two, socialist. Number three, secular. Number four, democratic. And number five, republic. To secure to ourselves or to citizen justice, liberty, equality. And justice is defined further, social, economic, and political. Liberty is defined further, expression, thought, speech, thought, or whatever thoughts are there. You can worship what type of, you can say worship anyone, you can have any faith or something that is there. And last one is liberty, liberty of status and liberty of opportunity. And these combinations must lead to production of or allowance of dignity of every individual and existence, and you can say augmentation of fraternity, brotherhood, unity, and national integrity. This is total concept which this constitution endows on you, which must be clearly understood by every citizen. But even forget citizens, your higher people sitting in high offices, they don't understand this. They are intelligent enough to understand this, but they least bother. Because if you have a book, you keep it as a book for a decoration in your almirah or in library, it remains a book with certain number and catalog, but you never open it and read it. This is not fault of library, this is not fault of your cupboard, this is not fault of title of that book if you don't open and read that. This you must understand. 71st Republic Day has gone, but Republic has not gone. Republic has not been understood. On one end we say we are sovereign, and on another end we say we are republic, and in between we say as number two, that is social status. Number three we say we say secular status, and then democracy. Sovereign you cannot touch. Republic, you have to understand what is republic. Sovereign actually has gone permanently until you are upon nations and until no another country or some other power comes and controls you. That is status of sovereign, means you are a free, independent, self-making, self-decisive country, power people, and no one can interfere in your affairs to an extent national and international issues are concerned. And if when international issues are concerned, there can be people who can speak, and those are UNO and other bodies. So sovereign is something fixed one, you can say. It's fixed, we say in engineering, fixed end. It has been fixed. No one can touch it. That is sovereign. And if you go to other end, that is republic. That is most important and dangerous. That also cannot be touched. This is fixed, but people are pinching it. People are needling it. They want to crumble it. But we have to understand it and fix it again. And in between these two ends, there are loadings, you can say. You consider beam. One beam is sovereign support, other end is supported by republic. And on this beam span, there are loadings, and that loading is socialist loading, democratic loading, secular loading. Secular is in between, at center of this beam. On one side with the half span is, you can say, socialism, and other half span is democratic. This is our structure in constitution, force structure. You may not understand what is structure, no problem. Load you may understand. Yes, you can understand load, or weight, you can say weight. If you can understand load. This is a beam. I am saying both ends are fixed, and you can say no, these are not fixed. That is only difference. For citizen is fixed. For my concern it is fixed. But for someone this is not fixed. Okay, we don't argue on that. Now I am interested to know about republic, because I am a citizen of this country. I want to know its meaning. I don't want to know meaning of socialism, what is meaning of democracy, what is meaning of secular. Forget them for time being. I say Constitution charters me. My charter is that this is a republic nation. This is my charter. We say in Hindi is Ganatantra. This is translation. Ganatantra. Gana means people. Tantra means mechanism. This is public mechanism or people mechanism. This is very important point. We claim that we are mechanism, our own mechanism. What is that mechanism? That we have included in this constitution within its pages or articles. This means, first of all, we declared that we are following preambles. We have to follow preambles. And total mechanism is preambles. You can say you have to follow this as religion, direction, your preamble. Don't jump into articles. We have to understand that if I am public and I say I am republic, this means I am public first, right? You were public before also. But that public up to 1947 was stones and dust, like that. You were public, but not really your own public. You were controlled by someone else. British king controlled you. So you were not sovereign at that time. You were slave, because you had to follow commands from those one. So those people have gone. So you got a status of sovereign, because there was no other country except your own. So you were sovereign. You had to decide what you would be. That king was controlling you. Now this king has gone. Who is there? You are there. So in place of that king, who is there? Citizen is there. And the way we are many citizens, who is there then? You can say first citizen is there. And who is that? You say president is first citizen. President is first citizen, not defined in constitution. That president is first citizen. It's nowhere defined. But we regard and you can say extend honor, no problem. I don't mind that. But if you are citizen and you are king, where is your crown? You must have a crown if you are a king. You say, I don't have. No, you have. You have that crown. You will search it, no problem. But first you understand what is republic. No one shall define you. They will celebrate only one day in 1 year. This is a republic. We just hoist this flag and sing national anthem, and after that finish. That is your republic. That is republic of government. What is a republic of public? First of all, we have to understand what is a preamble before realizing what is republic. What is preamble? In Hindi we call it Uddeshika. Uddeshya. What is Uddeshya? Ambition, aim, target, destination, totality. What you want to be. That is that. If you can understand that, that's fine. If you cannot understand that, that we cannot find. So we have to understand what is republic. Very well, we have to understand this. And if we cannot understand this, we cannot understand anything. Every child, every adult, every citizen, every lawmaker, every judge, and all about must understand what is republic if you want to make this country. Because here somebody thinks I am higher and other body thinks I am higher, while no one is higher. People are higher, citizens are higher. They have to understand this. If you cannot understand this, you cannot do anything. It's a great question. Nobody has taught us. Nobody has taught us this. And that is where we fail. Sovereign, we have defined. We are sovereign because it's our country. My loading says that I am democratic. That is right. But what sort of democracy is this? We have to analyze that. What is democracy? Loktantra, you say. Loktantra, democracy, means public mechanism again. Lok means public. It is public mechanism. And what is that? You will say, we are voting. Yes, you are voting. Every 5 years you vote for someone. But that is finished. You vote and is democracy. Is this democracy? Is this only democracy you think? You are voting for whom? You do not know. Are you voting to yourself? Are you voting to nation? Are you voting to sovereign? Are you voting to people? Whom you are voting to? You are voting to someone unknown, to whom you don't know. So why you are voting? You first understand what is democracy. Democracy says that you have to appoint someone and use that one. It's not only some appointment. You have to appoint to your choice somebody and use that person for some job, for some work you have given him, or Constitution has given. Constitution has given jobs to everyone. That is called Constitution of Bharat or Charter of Bharat. Charter means, again I say Rajpatra. Your Rajpatra, not government Rajpatra. As public, as citizen, I say citizenship is a big question mark these days. Citizenship does not come from the sky. Citizenship does not come from any examination. Citizenship is not given as begging. It's not a tip. It's the right of charter, of constitution. Our constitution is a charter document. I chartered it, you chartered it, everybody chartered it. Because I am sovereign. You are sovereign. And sovereign charters, read dictionary and say, written grants of rights by king or sovereign or those who are in power to someone, and that someone is citizen of this country. So that sovereign, my power is constitution. I give my rights to myself. We give our rights, decide our rights, and act, pass that act and give to ourselves. That is called charter. Your charter is this constitution. This is charter of India, charter of Bharat. Just like you have a chartered accountant, chartered engineer, this is same thing, charter of this country. This says in this country, these people shall have these rights. First, what public rights are? Public rights in common are defined on preamble, Uddeshika. These rights public shall have and nation shall have. What is that public and what is that nation? That public is people and all institutions, whosoever are there. We people as citizens and we people as party to institutions. This is called people. So if I am people, you are people, everybody is people, we have charted ourselves this definition of rights as summary. And that is based on 5 attributes as I told. Number 1, sovereign. Number 2, socialism. Number 3, secularism. Number 4, democracy. Number 5, republic. Republic Day. Is there any sovereign day? You say no sovereign day. Because every day is sovereign day. Every hour is sovereign hour. Every minute is sovereign minute. Every work is sovereign work. As far as nation is concerned. So sovereign is continuing. It's like system of nature, it never stops. It's like respiration of bodies never stops. So that is sovereign. And republic, you have to force it, you have to move it, you have to manage it. But 3 other loads are socialism, democracy, secularism. What is socialism? You may be educated one, you know what is socialism. It relates to society, that is right. But what is socialism? Ism, what is that? Society. Constitution says society. This means we all constitute a society. Yes. And what is society? A group or an association or whole nation. This is a society. Or economy, you can say. Economy, I am not saying micro and macroeconomy. It means economy also is mean a nation. Nation is also called economy. Because after all, we all are based on economy. If there is no economy, you cannot exist, I cannot exist. Food is economy. Education is economy. Work is economy. Everything is economy. Without economy, you cannot live. Crop is economy. And that comes from natural resources or resources. Nature gives us all. There is nothing that you make yourself and eat. Is there something that you can make yourself eat? There is nothing in this world. So economy means your country. So we are social economy. What does it mean? It means society must exist first of all. Society must exist with safety and with protection. Who shall provide that safety and protection? Society means human beings and animals also, not only human beings, animals, natural birds, and everyone. Everybody has to exist. We cannot ignore them also because they are part of nature, they are part of ecosystem. We are using them. You say, how we are using them? We are giving them food, you are giving them food, everybody is using them. I will explain how. First to understand society is. If society has to exist, what does it mean? This means society can exist only when you at least have food. Forget cloth is second requirement. If you don't have food, you cannot live. When you have food, you need clothes also. These are basic elementary requirement. And then so a little luxurious is residence, little luxurious. And after that, you can go to any line. You can go on upstairs, you can just ride on steps and stairs and reach on landing and then on floor and then next landing and that floor. That is continuous. But minimum requirement is food, clothing at least. And then a small jaggi jhopadi, if you can say, a cover. If somebody in our society, in our nation does not have food, then where is your charter? Does that person who wants to eat, is charter not applying on them? Is applying on this. And whose duty is that? There is someone, some member very rich, some member not very rich, some is poor, some is not poor. But that person requires food. And don't forget, these resources are not yours alone. These resources for every citizen of this country, just like for every citizen of the world. That resource is owned by that person also who has nothing to eat. So you have to provide that person food, at least free of cost, because that person has to live, has to survive, and that duty is social duty, society duty. So socialism means survival of every citizen at minimum, if not at luxurious life. At minimum means food, clothing, and residence. This is a responsibility of all citizens to equip every citizen this facility. That is socialism. I'm not talking of welfare state, that's a little higher. But survival, just like a dog needs foods, a horse needs foods, a bird needs foods, you are giving them food. You are happy to have a dog in your home and say, oh, I am taking this dog outside, I am giving food. You are spending many thousand rupees on dog, but that poor person who has no earning, no food, you are not even interested to help him. That is against socialism. It's collective responsibility of society to give at least food to everybody. In addition to every creature. Why creature? Think of. You are getting fossils fuel, petrol, diesel, LPG, all from where you are getting? Have you ever thought of from where you are getting all this? You are getting all this fossil fuels from sea. Have you ever thought of? You are using your driving car with pride. Oh, I have big car. But you are driving it by using some product. That product is petroleum. Or now there's electric current. That is petroleum. From where it comes? Does it come from your home, from your well, from your tape? It comes from sea. Fossil fuel. And what is that fossil fuel? From where this fuel has come? What is fossil? Where it has come from? You have to think on this. 2/3 part, 70% part of earth is water resources. 70% part. Only 30% part is continental area. We all know that in our geography, in our subjects, we know all that. 30% is solid part on surface and 70% is water part. This water body is called sea or ocean. And this is one body. We have different seas for locational difference. Otherwise, this is one body, and this 70% part contains millions of creatures, fishes, whale, others. If you go 5 kilometers down, 6 kilometers down, 10 kilometers, many more creatures. These are water living creatures. These are not air living creatures. And these, of course, die. They must have some body life. And when they die, they are decomposed and fossils are found. And those fossil fuels, it takes millions of years to get you petrol, diesel, etc., which you have burnt out. So you are linked to that. You are using that. I just explain in this way. So you are running your society based on them. These dead bodies, these fossils of non-human creature, so that must be a part of your society because you are using them. You are using kerosene, you are using other, and some you are using vegetables also. So directly or indirectly, you are dependent on them. Of course, you are paying for that. You are not paying for oil. You are paying for service of exploration, from exploration to refining, and then this being transported to your location and delivery to you. That is charges of express, not original charge of fossil fuel. Because there's a large expenses on refining, on exploration, and that's like transfer from sea well to refinery. And of course, after that, byproducts are there. These are ethylene, propane, etc., which you are using for your petrol, for your diesel, and for plastic. You are using plastic also nowadays, which is further byproduct of that. Methane, methylene, ethylene, propane, many gases. You never understand that. You never realize that how you are being supported. But then society must be given value. Everybody must have food. And if you then jump over to secularism, some people hate this world, some people love this world. But it's not a question of hating or love. Secularism just is a reference. It's not a delivery product. It's linked to every human. Secularism. Dharma niripekshta or pantha niripekshta, you may call it anything. It doesn't make a difference. Difference is that it is not generated today. It was not generated 50 years back. This is linked to our past history, and every country has some history. Every country has some history. Because today we are human, we think of so many, we have many problems and we have many thoughts. And 5,000 years also back, there were many thoughts. And 100, you can say 1 lakh years back also, some thoughts, some practices, some rituals, some mechanism in society, because society exists that time also. And when original of this earth started, that's not defined anywhere, but must be something there. So we have been tracking back, let us say 500 years, 1,000 years, how we used to live in our interaction of each other, what practices we used to have all over the world, what rituals we adopted, how did we believe in nature, what way we trusted God. That is all related to secularism. It's not simply one line definition, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, Isai, all that. That is complete stupidity. That is the reason secularism has not been defined on constitution anywhere. And that is good also. Because what shall you define? You cannot constrain secularism to one line. It's very broad. All times were secular. Even you don't accept, even some country doesn't accept that, but they are also secular. Because they are allowing others to at least pray whatever they want. If I go to Arab, you say, yes, you go to Arab. You say there is no day allows you. Who says? In public it is not allowed, but in your home, if you are at home, you are praying, nobody shall come and stop you. Means you have a chance, opportunity to pray in isolation. What's wrong with that? Prayer must be done in isolation. That is actually relation between you and God, but that is part of religion or how you deal with God. But other part is rituals, riti rivaj, culture. Every country has different culture. That is also a part of living. So how you live spiritually, how you live physically, how will you interact in society, what way you solemnize your marriage, what way you solemnize your death, how you solemnize your other acts, all relate to social secularism. You cannot simply end a definition on religions. Religions, you can say, means if subject of imagination, no one has seen God, no one can prove this is God or that is God. This is only faith. When you say faith, means there is no scientific answer. If I believe there is a God in this form, okay, I believe. You believe also, no problem. And those who are atheists, they are also right. Okay, I don't believe anybody. Finished. There is no problem if I believe or I don't believe. To an extent, I don't have control of that power. Those who believe, they also don't have any control. And those who not believe, they do have. You may become Hindu, Muslim, Christian. No, to my health, no problem. How does it differ in your life? It's only your imagination. You may believe whomever want to believe. You will not get that one. You cannot certify that. No one can certify that. It's your all mental creation, nothing else. So that is secularism, means you have to stay, you have to live in a cultural system. If you believe that system, you have to live in a society where you have certain belief. That belief must be allowed to be conducted in rituals until and unless it adversely affects others, impacts others, if harms others. That is secularism. If you have practiced for say 1000 years, our society has to conduct this practice. Okay, you conduct this practice as far as it doesn't affect other society, it doesn't affect other person, or it causes damage to nation, then it's not secular act. So secularism is that. It's a broad definition. It's not simply as we are fighting together in name of unknown religions, fictitious religions. Religion is not proven. It is not scientifically based. It has got no patent. It has got nothing except imagination. Everybody has imagination. You perform puja, you perform hajj, you perform prayer, you perform church service. It's up to you. Up to you. If somebody understands it very well, if some country doesn't understand, it's their choice. But it should not affect society. It should not affect nation, because everybody is working or has to work. As far as common service is concerned, common benefit is concerned, and modern advancement is concerned, technology is concerned, secularism should be constrained. And then democracy. Democracy, which must be very well understood. To understand republic, that also we failed at all time. I cannot say we failed 100%, but we failed 80%. You can say polling or election is democracy. I say no. This is not democracy. When we say we people, that is democracy. We people means we people. Are we people involved in democracy rightly, or we have involved ourselves wrongly? We have to teach ourselves. There is no one who can come and teach you. I have not seen so far in all these debates, in all these dharnas, etc., that people have really understood what is democracy and what is republic. You say we have rights to stage dharna, we have rights to march. Right is another thing. That is right. But is it leading you to democracy and republic? You have to see that. Who is there to understand you? There is no one to understand you. Whom under we people power, under charter power, you constituted so many articles, you constituted so many institutions, you constituted their state institution, that is fundamental right definition, you constitute executive, you constitute judiciary, you constitute legislature, you constitute many more. They are your creations. We created them. They did not create themselves. There shall be a judiciary, a Supreme Court, there shall be a legislature, there shall be union, there shall be this and this and this, all written in all these chapters in parts of Constitution. Have you ever gone through that? 90% from you would say no, I'm sure. 95% would say no. Because even advocates have not gone thoroughly. Maybe in their academics, they have studied this from passing point of view, not from application and understanding viewpoint. And application and understanding is very, very important. If you don't do that, you miss everything. I'm not saying that they do not know, they know it, but they know it only from examination point of view. And after that, when they are in profession, whatever cases, whatever types you deal, you know thoroughly about that. But Constitution as a subject, as like other subjects, social science, economics, physics, chemistry, mathematics, anatomy, all that, like that you understand, not more than that. Until you go into depth of that one, maybe our forefathers missed something. But now we are there, we have to read it, we have to understand it, analyze it, and see whether or not that fits in today or it doesn't fit in today. It's not revival, no. It's understanding. Allowances is there, order is there in Constitution, but we did not understand that order. We could not understand that order. We are just jumping on all chapters. Oh, I am this institution and you are this institution. I have this power and you have this power. Only like monkeys, we are acting not like scientists. Monkeys jump from one tree to other tree for nothing. They keep up jumping with this is their culture. This is their habit. We are that. I am not that and you are not that. Because at least some education you have, if not very much. You might have gone to school, you might have gone to university. That is enough. You don't need a law degree or PhD degree or some degree to understand this simple language. No formula, not even a single formula there. Not even a single definition of technicalities, nothing is there. Simple language, easier than mathematics, easier than grammar, easier than translation. But we are not interested. Question is interest. Just one page you understand, preambles, Uddeshika, and you start so much revolution. Revolution is very good. I respect this. But it should be based on thinking first. I am asking a question to everyone of this country. Everyone. How much you understand our Constitution? Do you understand Constitution? My answer is no one can understand this. No one has understood this. And this is only problem. Because You are voting every 5 years for purpose of voting only, for nothing else. You are spending money, say, in your business or somewhere else. You shall like to know what happened to my spent money. What happened to money I spent? What happened to deposits I made in some bank? You shall like to know or not. You like to see what happened to your stocks you buy dividends for. You invest dividend, how much is that? Every day you talk of that. So why don't you talk of this? I voted. Where is my vote? And on what basis I voted? That is only a problem. You are only interested in vote and not something else. You are not even knowing. You don't even know what is meaning of your vote. Forget to whom you vote. That point, one day you understand. You will understand the public. Your vote is used by someone else who doesn't work for you. This is important because you are unaware of what you are doing. You are paying your vote to someone, you are not sure what that person would do for you and what that person is, what is his identity, what that person's identity. You are not even sure of that. But you say, I am working in democracy, I am celebrating democracy. Democracy is not for celebration. Voting is not for celebration. It's a payment. It's a sovereign payment. I am sovereign. I am republic. I am paying you my charter. Charter which I take from this constitution, I give it to you for execution. That is voting. How many of you understand that? How many leaders have told you that? They shall never tell you. They know once you understand, you will remove them. Finish. They are threatened. These leaders, so-called your leaders, whatever party leaders, they are all threatened by you. If you understand what is vote. For them, it's just a practice. Please vote me. For that will touch your feet. That will go before you. Or they will bribe you. Take this much money, or take some blanket or some whiskey bottle or something else, or I promise I'll give you that. Because they know you are a kid, small boy, a toy. It's a toy for you. I give you this. Play with this, but vote me. Say, yes sir, I vote for you. Like primary school kids do. They consider you child. Children you are. For political leaders, you are children. You can be used. They use you. They have been using you since 1950. Both Congress, BJP and all others. They are all crooks, you can say. Political crooks. You are being ruled by political crooks. Because you do not understand republic. You are republic, but they made you public. This is only difference. You are sovereign, but they think you are public. They don't allow you to be sovereign. No one till today in this country, you did not question anybody. No person, no citizen in this country has guts even to challenge them. Their business is to get your votes, and your stupidity is to give them votes. This is only relation of republic, and which I can say dirt. A sewage it is. Sewage, you know sewage? Kachra, mal, vyanjan, mal it is. Night soil, excreta, human excreta. You are living, you are allowing them all this. When I say, this is my charter I have given to me, this constitution preamble speaks announcing we people are making it document, we people are accounting it, we are charting it, we are designing it, and we are passing it, and we are adopting it and giving to ourselves. My charter, all agreement of people it is. This is an agreement, legal agreement, virtual agreement, signed and declared by all citizens of this country. This is preamble says. It's not simply preamble written on post and say we people are this. Understand that. It can take months for you to understand that. Forget other articles. We people are agreed on something under oath. That is having solemnly resolved. What does it mean? Having solemnly resolved to constitute. What is constitute? Have you ever thought of? Constitute. गठन. हम गठन कर रहे हैं. Binding us सबकी. We are constituting ourselves. When we are constituting ourselves, that is constitution. We have declared that we shall live forever until this document exists for us under these conditions. And that condition is also out of 5 republic. This is not only for celebration. No. This is for implementation. If you are a republic means you have taken place of that king who has left. You are having power of king. So where is your public? Where is your associate? Where is your servant, or where is your minister to work for you? You don't have any. So what you are doing? You have to understand republic. You have to move this nation. But you are not even thinking of that. If you just demonstrate, nobody cares. You just go in procession, nobody cares. You conduct rally, nobody cares. Because this is very common. And what is very common is considered okay. It's their right. They ignore it. And you also say, it's my right. And after that, it's your right. Okay. It's your charter. You are free to do that. What is end? How many demands in processions so far? Maybe thousands of processions, thousands of rallies have been conducted in our country. How many have been fruitful? If you see statistics, I don't think even 1% has been fruitful. If not fruitful, then what is purpose of that? This means you are not republic. Nobody listens to public. They say, okay, let them cry for 2 days, 3 days, 1 month. After that, they are getting tired of that and sit down. They have loophole in that. And that's a factual one. How many days can you stop your work? How many days you cannot eat for? Is there some limit? They know it very well. Because they are our people. Even they are crooks, but our social people they are. They know our loopholes very well. British didn't know us very well, but they know it because they are same blood and they are crooks. And we are also crooks, in fact. So when all are crooks, they know each other. They know very well. If we are all same, now what's the purpose of constitution? This constitution we consider temple, we consider like pious document, like godly document. It can be godly only when we are truth based. We are satyavadi, but we are not satyavadi, we are jhutvadi. From top to bottom, every day we lie. Wherever is the opportunity we want to lie, we can lie. We use lie as if it's something gajar muli. Okay, take it, smoke it, drink it like tea. We do it or not do it? We do it, always we do it. So we cannot understand ourselves and our constitution. Who claims that we constitution is a false statement, fake statement, hoax it is. But if you see reverse, if you want to set this society right, this nation right, then you have to sacrifice. You have to understand out of these 5 points, point of democracy. This democracy must be executed properly. That is not done. And when it is not executed properly, you cannot get your employees or your representatives right for right job. You will get wrong for right job. That is what you are doing. You are bringing to those bodies which are those houses of law, lawmaking bodies, parliament or assemblies. You are getting in, you are pushing in people who are criminals, people who are not yours, people whom you do not know, and people who do not know you, but you are sending them there. This is root cause of every problem. And you are not going to change because you shall consider I am talking nonsense. I know this. Somebody talks like this, you will never accept that one. You will accept what political party person says. You will accept that one because this is your weakness. Constitution says so many things, so many orders it makes, so many directions it sets. You never know it. You never know it. We have seen 14 Lok Sabha elections till now. It's a big 14 Lok Sabha elections means whole generation has gone in that. 70 years. One generation has gone at that time of freedom. The next generation is now ready to go. Or third generation is even ready to go. But we have not understood constitution. We have not understood what democracy is. We only understand crying, shouting. I am fighting for this, you are fighting for that. This is not democracy. Yes, it can be only when you are a mature society. America is a mature society. England is a mature society. They understand their rights. And they get their rights. Law implementation exists in America. Law implementation exists in UK. Law implementation exists in Arab. Law implementation does not exist in Great Bharat, Republic Bharat, Sovereign Bharat, Secular Bharat, Democratic Bharat, Socialist Bharat. Law implementation does not exist. Doesn't exist. What exists? Rallies, promises, elections, that exist. Speeches, you must heard. I have heard thousands of speeches and got nothing. Thousands of speeches in my life I've heard from all politicians. I got nothing at end. Just wasted my mind and wasted my time because their contents are useless. Yes, these contents are very frying. Just like you fry something, contents are very frying. They fry your mind, they fry your thoughts, and you be swayed to the, oh, yeah, this leader is fine, this leader is fine. They are selling your speeches, they are selling their thoughts, and they are delivering you dreams. You keep with you these dreams. I will give you. Today you vote me, and then I will give you. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. You'll get it. And you are buying dreams. You can't buy dreams. That's the problem. These people are so expert in marketing. They are very good salesmen. They are selling dreams. And people are buying dreams. So what sort of society we are? You can say we are dream customers. And dreams means hoax. Dreams means fake. You buy fake item. You buy hoax item. And then you demand warranty. You demand guarantee. Is it possible? Can guarantee be given on hoax? Can it be given on fake? Never. But you are accepting that. Every 5 years you accept that. So my dear citizens, this is not problem of government. This is your problem. You are culprit of your own country because you always are interested in getting something without hard work. Just like worker in a factory or worker in a construction field wants to sit down to relax. If some supervisor comes, oh, he starts working. That is our nature. We want to sleep, let somebody do for us, and I am republic, I am king. That happens. And until you improve yourself, you improve your practice of electing, until you don't elect your right man, you cannot change anything. You cannot change anything. What you do, you are directly electing a prime minister. Unfortunately, you want to see before elections who shall be prime minister. That's a mistake. Why you are dependent on prime minister? I don't understand reason. There's no reason. There's no explanation. There's no provision in our constitution. Show me where is provision. But you are doing that. So you are doing something that is not required. Why you expect something? Because they are selling dreams and you are buying dreams. When dream transaction is there, don't expect anything. Or be alert. Be alert. Use your word properly. Forget prime minister and forget everybody. Let them go to hell. Public will take care of that. You elect your representative. That is your responsibility. Nothing else. Prime minister is not under your election. Prime minister is not your representative. Your representative is MP. Remember, you elect MP rightly and MLA rightly, you will change this country. But you shall not do it because you are political motivated. Your mind is broken. You learned wrong. You never respected constitution. You never respected your vote and you never respected your nation. That is only problem. You respected a person. You wanted to say Indira Gandhi as prime minister. You wanted someone else as prime minister. That is problem. Why you wanted someone to be prime minister? What's your problem? How can you say that is can be good prime minister? What guarantee is there? And you are not going to vote for prime minister. You are going to vote for member of parliament or MLA. Why are you worried about prime minister? Stop worrying about that. Problem will solve. Elect right candidate. Your problem will solve. Agree with that candidate. You have to do this. Your problem will solve. And if that doesn't do, throw it off. Resign, you hell. Go from here. Your problem is solved. But you would not do it. Today I have less time, so I'm just stopping now. Hope I'll talk to you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat.